Put your hands together for Penn and Teller.
When you get known as a magician, either amateur or professional, and you go to parties or get-togethers with friends and acquaintances, they'll often expect you to do a little bit of magic. And this is not a magic show that's prepared. It's just something where you think on your feet. It's called impromptu magic. You just take the stuff around you and see what you could do with it. So we're gonna give you a little example of this. Imagine that you're out at a party at a friend's house, and imagine that friend is a really big fan of Mark Wilson, the most famous American magician. And you say, well, this is a house where they really like magic. Maybe we can do something. So you look around and say, well, there's a refrigerator over there. Any magic I can do with a refrigerator? No. Television? No. Deck of cards? Yeah, but I've done that. But then there's this gold thing. And you say, hey, this is your gold thing here. Mind if I try to do some magic with it? And they go, sure, go ahead, you're a magician. And you say, well, maybe I'll bring in some other people at the party. And say one of the people at the party happens to be Greg Wilson, the son of the fabulous magician, Mark Wilson. Thank you, Nani Darnell. Hey, Greg, how you doing, man?
Hi, Taylor.
Now, Greg will probably be at the party, because any party you're invited to, you go, right?
Of course, certainly.
So you look around and you say, what could we do with this gold thing?
It's a train, Ben.
Yeah. And you say, well, we're gonna just try to do some magic. And you look around the party and say, who else is there? And it happens to be Sean. And that's Mark Wilson's granddaughter. Thank you, Nani Darnell. Hello, Sean, how are you doing? Good to see you. And Sean's dressed for a party, and she kind of matches this gold thing.
Train.
It's a train, yeah. And you say, hey, I get it, and I'm just thinking this up. I'm making this up as we go. Wait a minute, why don't you get inside that gold thing? So you open it up and you say, hey, Sean, just get inside. Now we're just making this up with the stuff that happened to be around. And then she lays down in the gold thing.
Train.
It's a train, yeah. Lays down the gold thing, then you close it up and you go, well, we'll just hook that shut. Now this is impromptu. This could be like a quarter behind the ear, but we're just making this up as we go. Then we close the top. Thank you, Greg. And Sean, why don't you stick your hands out? Now, I don't know what we're gonna do next. I'm just trying to make up the magic as we go. So we say, hey, turn that around a little bit, why don't you? Yeah, let them see all about that. Now all the guests are going, hey, he's a magician, he just makes up stuff. And I go, wait a minute. Wouldn't it look, I mean, this is crazy, but we could do this. What are those things over there?
They're pizza trays.
Pizza trays. And I'm saying, I got a pizza tray at this house. Why don't we stick it in the gold thing?
The train.
Yeah, and we just put that in right like that. That's amazing. I just made that up. And then we get another pizza tray, and I put this in like this, and oh, excuse me, Sean. Ah, there we go. And then we just do like this and go, how about this? Now that's a good-looking trick. And I just made this up. Sure, I could have pulled a quarter out from behind Teller's ear, or I could have done a card trick, but this is pretty good too. And then I'm looking around and going, hey, how about we bring in the refrigerator? No.
Can we spin it around?
Yeah, spin it around.
Spin it around.
Well, I'm trying to think of what else we're gonna do. The refrigerator, the television. Wait a minute, how about that weird-ass coffee table?
Sure.
Why don't we bring this over here? Put that next to the gold thing.
Train.
The train, yeah. And then I'm gonna hit this switch here for no reason, and this switch here for no reason. And then I'll move the top half of the gold thing.
The engine.
Over just like this. Impromptu magic, just made up as we go. And I slide this part around like this. Now all the people at the party are gonna be so impressed by this whole thing. So that's how you do impromptu magic. Just make it up as you go. Thank you, Sean.
Oh my goodness, you guys. That was amazing. Hi, how are you?
We just made that up.
What?
We just made it up.
You just have these things like playing around the house. Good luck performing that one at your next party. From all of us here at Fool Us, good night, everyone from Las Vegas.
Thank you,